What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new series, Fatma. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to the entire 6 episodes of this new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Ah yes, this show hails from the country Turkey. So while you're at it, don't forget to also check out my previous reviews of Netflix's other Turkish contents, such as 50 Square Meters, Paper Lives, and Have You Ever Seen Fireflies? So, what do I think of this latest from them, Fatma? I liked it, but it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. Fatma is for those of us fans of such characters as Paul Kersey. The difference is with this one, circumstances present themselves as opportunities for Fatma to take matters into her own hand. She doesn't necessarily seek them out. But yeah, this show speaks to those of us who have ever fantasized about getting rid of all the assholes in our lives. The problem with this show is that the scripts are often way too bloated. The characters are way too chatty, and the bad guys are annoyingly incompetent. Make no mistake, don't get me wrong, I am still rah-rah Team Fatma, but the show could have been much more solid. Written and directed by Özgür Anurme, Fatma is a limited series that follows the story of a 35-year-old ordinary cleaning lady who commits an unexpected murder while searching for her missing husband, Zafer, who was just released from jail. Zafer's dodgy underground associates soon find out what she did, and the only way for her to survive in this man's world is to continue killing. She gets away with it too, since no one takes her to be more than an ordinary cleaner. She becomes an invisible killer. In the end, murder becomes a release for the years of struggle and grief that she had repressed, and a new part of her identity she must confront. This is my first time noticing lead star Burcu Biricek, of course. I read somewhere she won some sort of a beauty pageant some 15 years ago before deciding on becoming an actress. Well, they kind of factor that attractiveness into this character Fatma, with some of the guys drooling over her. She seems even more enticing to them now that her husband is nowhere to be found. But what stands out the most to me about Burcu's performance is that she is always in constant state of fear, and she almost never takes a breather from it. Burcu is incredibly committed to playing Fatma like a wounded animal that often keeps her head down, that often keeps her distance, but she'll strike whenever her survival depends on it. Nervous, frightened, angry, tense. And it all comes from a place of pain and trauma. There's at least 1 or 2 people who meet their demise at the hands of Fatma on each episode, and the writers have strange yet amusing ways to emphasize the fact that everybody dismisses her as nothing more than a harmless, unsuspecting, ignorant cleaning lady. It allows her to remain stealthy and elusive even if she doesn't try. But that approach only goes so far until things become repetitive. Unfortunately, they resort to the same exit strategy and the same killing method again and again, 2 or 3 times, and it gets old. It's like they have a hard time thinking outside the box. They could have condensed or tightened the plot a little bit to streamline the story smoother, but instead what you get here is a thriller that stumbles and mumbles its way onto the end zone. But where Fatma is wobbly on that side, it makes up for in its obvious and fascinating social commentary about the worth of a woman when her husband's not around, and what abuse, intimidation, and abandonment means to a poor working class woman. But I think the show does a fairly decent job of incorporating all of that into the emotions boiling up inside Fatma. So at the end of the day, I would still recommend Fatma's series to all of you. But just know that this is one of those shows that could have been a lot better.